Hello and welcome all my dear students. This is Rohan sir from Mahdi English Medium School. Welcome all my dear third standard champs once again in the science lecture. I hope my dear students today you are all fresh and all set with your books for your today's science lecture, and I also hope that you are very well ready with all the stuff needed, stationery needed for the lecture. As daily I've been telling you that you have to be ready with the rough book, your textbook, pencil, sharpener, eraser, whatever you need, so that you can enjoy the lecture as you do it in the live classes while you were coming to school. My dear little champs, I also hope that after watching the lecture every time you are sending the work to the follow-up teachers with your name, roll number, properly standard and division, so that proper note can be made on that basis of the notes you send to the teachers. Not only that, but also now after the revision and all the worksheets, one surprise is going to be displayed in one of the lectures very soon. So keep sending your work regularly. What are we going to do today? Today we are going to solve the worksheet of chapter number 11. The worksheet which otherwise you were getting in the hard copy when you were coming to school, and now we are not able to share the hard copy with you, the papers with you, roll number wise. What we can do just is to display the worksheet and solve it with you, so that you can get the time to solve it for the few seconds for each question, and at the same time you will get the answer. And this is why I have accepted the format, because lots of students are enjoying this way of solving the worksheet. They do not have to wait for more than 10 seconds to get the answer for a single question. Moreover, at the same time they are getting the time to guess the correct answer. What more do you need in the lecture? So I think that this should be the best way for you to enjoy the lecture, to learn the concepts shared in the lecture, to learn the new questions. Eventually you are preparing for the exam. So what are you waiting for? Let's get started, students. I hope you are ready with all your books. Your rough book should be there, because today the questions I am going to display is of the worksheet. So nowhere even in the textbook you will get the same questions. It is just that you have to write the answer. Again, the PDF copy of that worksheet will be sent to you, so don't worry. Okay, my dear students, now I am going to display worksheet questions of chapter number 11. Perhaps if we will get the time, there will be the two parts of the same worksheet, or else at least we will solve the one part. Let's get started. Okay, my dear students, as you can see on your screen, worksheet 1 is displayed of chapter number 11, light, sound and force. This chapter I have very well explained you. We have even completed theory part from the textbook. You might be knowing that just in the previous lecture. So in the previous lecture, as we have just completed the objective part of the textbook, now I thought let us complete the objective part of these worksheets. So let's get started. You very well know the format if you are the regular student and if you are regularly watching the lectures. But still, let me repeat the format, as it is my duty to explain you how we will do and work in this lecture. So throughout the lecture, in each question I will count 4 to 5. So basically countdown will be there. In that much time you will have to solve one answer. Immediately I will write the answer and you will have to check your answer. This will be the format throughout the lecture. I hope you got the format and you understood what the concept is. So let's get started with the worksheet of chapter number 11, light, sound and force. Question A. Question A is, underline the incorrect word and write the correct one in the given space. From chapter 1 to 10 we have been doing this kind of worksheets, so now you are very familiar with this kind of question. Even in your exam, I have asked you this type of question in FA3, that you have to pick out the incorrect word and write the correct one, so that the sentence completely is true statement then. Otherwise this one is false. So all these false statement you have to make it correct statements by just replacing one incorrect word. You cannot replace more than one word. Make sure this is the rule. It is clearly written WORD, word. So after reading each question, giving you the hint, I'll count 4 or 5. In that much time, if you can, you have to write the correct answer. Question 1. We receive heat and light from the moon. You have few seconds to get the correct option. First you have to find out the incorrect word and then you have to replace it with the correct one. Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So, did you get the correct answer, students? What is the correct answer? If yes, then check your answer. So, first of all, which is the incorrect word here? Obviously, moon. Moon is not luminous, it is non-luminous. Why? Moon does not have the light of its own. It just reflects the sunlight. We receive the heat and the light from the desk. Now what if not the moon? The correct answer is sun. S-U-N. So the statement should be like, we receive the heat and light from the sun. So this is how you have to solve the rest of the 3 sentences. So I hope that you have written the same thing. Yes, moon is the incorrect, sun is the correct. This is what you will have to change it. Moving to number 2. Light travels in a curved line. Okay, your countdown starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So students, did you get the answer? Okay. Let's see which word is incorrect. Light travels in a curved line? Obviously not. Light travels not in the curved line. Curved is incorrect. So light travels in a dashed line. What if not curved? Obviously straight. So straight should be the answer. Let me write the answer here. Straight. Light travels in a straight line. This should be the statement, correct statement. Hope you are writing it with me, or I should even hope that you are writing it before me. Okay. Number 3. We can see things in dark. Now your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. So we can see things in dark. Can we see the things in the dark? Obviously not. So which word is incorrect here, students? Dark word is incorrect. We can see things in dash. Now what if not the dark? In light, correct. So light simply is the correct answer here. Don't think about the more complex answers if you are getting the simple answers. We can see the things in light. Whenever the light is there, we can see the things. As simple as that. I hope that you are getting sufficient enough time to get to guess the answers at least. Okay. Number 4. We should learn to speak loudly. Do we need to speak loudly? Otherwise, if you are not any military member or navy officer, they need to speak loudly, yes, because their duty is such, their work is such. Otherwise, what is the incorrect word here, what you can replace? Your countdown starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. So the incorrect word is loudly. So we should learn to speak dash. What is the opposite of loudly? Make sure if you have written slowly, I will put big cross mark, because when in the context of sound you are speaking, it should be softly. When you are talking about how to speak, you are talking about a speech, it could be loud or soft. So we should learn to speak softly. Okay. In the class you shout a lot. Teachers say that lower down your voice or please speak softly. This is the reason why teacher speaks such things. So we have solved question A totally. All the 4 questions we have solved. I have highlighted incorrect words and have written the correct words in the blanks. What were you supposed to do is you have to write the incorrect and correct word both in your rough books. Later when I give you this PDF file, you can get the printout of that and you can solve it in the pages if you want. So at least you will be having the answers with you if you will write down the answers now. Now let's move towards the next question. Question B. Oh, question B is very small question. So what is the question? Give one word for the following. This is very easy, and I suppose I should not explain you what is give one word. Is it so? Okay, you all are very smart to understand give one word means what. You can even see give one word in English, in your subject English. So you know what is it. Now there are only 2 questions here. Let's quickly solve it. Yes, I am going to give you 5, perhaps 6 seconds. You will have to get the answer within that much time. So let's get started. Number 1. Loud and unpleasant sound. Loud and unpleasant sound. So what is it? What do you call? How can you give one word to this? Your countdown starts now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Did you get the answer? What is the correct answer? Obviously the correct answer is noise. Loud and unpleasant sound, the sound which we do not like to listen to, it is a noise. So that is why here it was written that we should learn to speak softly and not loudly. So everything is interconnected, interlinked to each other. Okay. Now the last question for this main question 2. The image formed when an object blocks the path of light. Okay, now this is again pretty easy. Your countdown starts now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So what is the answer? The correct answer is shadow. Black shadow is there, formed on the opposite side of where the light is falling. So in between the object is there. And even please check the spellings. If you give incorrect spellings in the exam, we can deduct your marks, half of the marks of what the question is. With this we have even solved question B. Now let's move towards question C, which is very much interesting, and students have told me that, sir, really this kind of blanks are very fun to solve. So I hope that you will like to solve this. In fact, few students are waiting for these kind of blanks. And I will make sure that even when we are doing revision before exam, I will introduce few more this kind of blanks. Anyways, let's get started with question C. Fill in the blanks with the correct letters. Already the hints are given with one letter. You have to just guess the correct answer with the starting alphabets given here. And then you will get the answers. So let's get started. Number 1, T blank should be displayed on low volume. Should be played on the low volume. Okay, which is the word starts with the T and we should play that thing with the low volume. Your countdown starts now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, did you get the answer? The word starting from T and you should play that with the low volume. Oh no, you cannot say tape recorder. You should count the blanks here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So anyways, the correct answer is TELEVISION. The correct answer is television. So it's TELEVISION. T is already written, no need to repeat the same letter. Once you will get the PDF copy of this worksheet, you can easily count and write one alphabet on each blank given here. So television should be played on low volume. Generally, you have the habit or your neighbors might be having the habit of, increasing the volume whenever they are watching their favorite show or the song or etc. Many more things could be there. So you should play it with a low volume. Number 2, F blank helps us to do many things. Okay, what helps us to do many things? In the context of this chapter, you will have to think about the answer obviously. And there are 1, 2, 3 and 4 blank only. Your countdown starts now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Okay, little champs, did you get the answer? F helps us to do many things. Answer is pretty easy. It's FORCE. Yes, it is force. So those who have written this answer, very well done. It's force. Force helps us to do many things. So basically, push or pull is a kind of force. It helps us to do many activities. Coming on to number 3. W dash floor is very slippery because there is little friction. So this actually word is slippery. Y is skipped here. It is a typing mistake. So W dash floor is very slippery because there is a little friction. Okay, only 2 blanks are there. Your countdown starts now. Think about the answer. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. What is the answer? Maximum students might have got the answer. I am very sure. So it's wet. W-E-T. Wet floor is very slippery because there is little friction. Wherever there is less friction, it is more slippery. So they are indirectly connected or inversely proportioned. Okay. Number 4, F blank develops when 2 things touch each other. So what develops when 2 things touch each other? Your countdown starts now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. So what is the correct answer? Did you count the blank? It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So the correct answer is friction. Friction. Yes, if you carefully observe, just the spelling of friction is written above this blank. So friction develops when the two things touch each other. In the context of this chapter, this is the answer, or I should say these are the answers. Television, force, wet, friction. Now if you have observed, first letters were as it is, and I have just written the remaining part of the spelling of the word. You have to perform this activity in the same way. I know now if you are writing in the rough book, you have to write the full spelling including the first alphabets given in the question part. Later when you get the PDF, you will have to write just the answers. So with this we have even solved question C, question B and question A we have done. Now the last question for today is question D. What is it? It is match the following. Column A and column B, both the columns are given here. Let us solve it, let us match it. Only 4 questions are there and 4 options are there. Column A, sun, push or pull, long shadow, short shadow. So my dear students, question D contains 4 questions which I read. Options are also 4 on column B side. Option A, move things. Option B, 12 p.m. Option C, gives light. And option D, evening. Now I know that those who are smart, those who have understood the chapter, they might solve it very easily. So let us solve it like other topics. I cannot give you here the time. We both will solve it together. So with what can we match the sun? Sun move the things? No. 12 p.m. Perhaps this could be the answer, but we will have to think. Does sun matches with any other option? Can we say it gives light? Yes, we can say that sun gives light. But then we have to see that does this option matches with any other question? Gives light, push or pull? No. Long shadow? No. Short shadow? No. Then sun is the only answer for gives light. This is how you have to double think or double check or cross check it once you match any option. So 1 with option C. Now what about push or pull? Does it moves the things? Yes. Now does this question matches with any other option? Push or pull? Can we say 12 p.m.? No. Can we say it gives the light? No. Anyways, that option is already packed. Can we say in the evening? No. So it best matches with moved things, and push or pull moves the things, that is the force. That is what we understood in the topic of force. So push or pull moves the things. Now I will count 4 to 5 and then you will have to try to find the answer for long shadow. So long shadow, find the correct answer. I will count 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Did you find the answer? What could be the answer? Long shadow. So when do you get the long shadow and when do you get the short shadow? Now only if you have understood the concept of shadow from your textbook in the explanation lecture will you be able to get the answer. So long shadow is in the evening. Do you remember? There was an experiment also in your textbook? I hope that you have done that experiment. So in that experiment, in the observation, it was written that shadow is long in the morning and in the evening. So very simple answer for short shadow. It is when at the noon time. So 12 p.m. indirectly shows the noon. Directly afternoon is not written here like evening is directly written. So options may vary from test to test. I may write afternoon, and instead of writing evening I may write 5 p.m. or anything else. So that is the reason why I always ask you not to just mug up the answers. Try to understand the concept before you write the answer. So with this we have even solved question D. What have we done today? We started solving worksheet in which we solved first question A, question B, question C, and lastly question D. So my dear students, thank you for cooperating. Thank you for writing whatever was asked to be written in the lecture, and please make sure keep sending the thoughts and the new quotes or any new thing you think that it should be displayed. Obviously you know that your name is mentioned. Now not only the thoughts and the quotes, but I am planning to display the pages of the book for the students who are sending me regularly, for the students whose presentation is good. Mark my words, presentation, not the handwriting. Handwriting, it is okay, sometimes it is bad and good. Presentation should be good. So prepare for the same. Have a nice day. Goodbye.